Yeah, man. So yeah, people at that church were racist.
Mm-hmm.
They were very racist, and they acted like, you know, when people feel like we are doing good deeds, so we're not bad people.
Like say,
We also go to church, so we are
Mhm.
not bad people.
Mhm.
But these black people that keep coming to church, Lord, deal with them.
I'm pretty sure they didn't say that. But yeah, just to wrap up, I feel like the one thing that kept me going and just kept me out of touch with my environment and like the situation at home was basically the support system that we got from school, teachers, and
some members of the community,
Mhm.
because literally people loved us though, hey.
There were some people who loved us, like, you know, but like, you know, like as in like mutually type of love.
Because
And
God
then-
just bestows that light like upon you guys, and somehow people are just drawn to you, and they feel like somehow they can help with certain things.
And then if you didn't like us, you just didn't like us.
Yeah.
Because we were poor and you thought we were ugly and dirty. But
I did not. Not me. Not me.
I wonder you've always been beautiful, even though you always like
No, but like
but what we would say.
Yeah, but people didn't really like me because I was the dark child.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, and then but you know.
But to me, you're always beautiful, whatever. Like I remember this one time when Mama and you went, and you went and you sat outside, and because you liked sitting over your mouth also, you said my coconut dim. And like as a kid, I always wondered, why is my sister always angry? Like you were an angry teenager. And why is she so angry? And like even though you were crying, like I'd still look at you like, oh, she's so beautiful, guys. I'd look at you like I'd stare at you.
I was an angry teenager. I think when you're a teenager, that's when you need both parents the most. Yeah. And the other one wasn't there. My dad wasn't present in our lives at all. Like you'd reach out to him and still dololo.
Yeah. Old habits, they never die.
So like somehow. And also, I think that's another thing that made me like say, I am not gonna date.
Oh yeah.
Because men are trash.
Affected your relationship.
It did, because I was just like, if your own dad can leave you, obvious, it's part of life. But in my head, I didn't see it as, you know what, it's part of life. If you find someone and you like dating and the next thing they're not there, it's part of life. But for me, I was just like, if my own father, the blood of my blood, can leave me, that means all these other men not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know? And also, so I chose to like abstain and not even be in a relationship. Like I didn't date until I was like 20, almost 21. Yeah, I think my first boyfriend was just a few months before my 21st. Yeah, because I was just like, y'all lie. you impregnate people and you leave them.
I was scared of STDs mostly because at school what they
I wasn't even that deep. For me, it wasn't even. It was just more like it was deep in a sense of like, but it was more of like no. Men will impregnate you and leave you with the child to take care of the child alone.
So then they took us at Leap Science at school. They took us to social development or like social responsibility. It was responsibility before, and then they changed it to development. You'd go to like hospice or like
a whole hospice. They wanted you guys to just be scared of life.
Our LO sessions, we would literally watch like videos and pictures of like people who had like STDs.
No, I remember those.
Yeah,
because I remember those. Those didn't touch me for nothing because I knew men were trash.
I was scared.
because we had like nurses from Vetkoppen who would come and do those things and they'll show us pictures. I was just like, I'll never get those things because men have
me, I was scared because like anything that just looks gross, it stays in my brain. And like you'd go there and you'd see these very sick people and they have TB, they have HIV, and like they don't have family members visiting them or anything else like that. And that scared me. Like every time a nigga would be like, can I give a gonorrhea when a nigga would just
No. Like, when a nigga would approach me, I'd see my father. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
I like at the back of my head, I'll be like,
I didn't until like my current relationship. I'll be like, why you lying? And then that's when I realized I'm traumatized, I'm bruised. But before
you're traumatized.
Yes. But before I
don't care for men.
Was scared of STDs.
No, I didn't care for men. I was just like, no. And I realized, Bella, as you grow up, that is also you relate like that to relationships because of the trauma you have.
Even random strangers, like as long as the person is a guy, I'm like
you still gonorrhea.
No, I don't anymore. I just see men are trash just in general. That was me being a child. I was just traumatized by those pictures and like the people that I'd see. And like we'd have to like cook for them, like
no, they really scared you guys. Why would they take you guys
really
to a hospice?
Deep. It wasn't really that deep.
A hospice where people who HIV are like
but there was like this one room where like if somebody died, they would take them to that room. So we would go and then clean in those rooms and stuff like that. Yeah, like for me, it makes a lot of sense. It still does to this day. I feel like if a lot of schools had such structures, like where you would go and visit the hospice, especially like hospitals and like where you see like
that is traumatic.
It's not traumatic.
It's traumatic because I remember when I was in grade 7 or grade something, there was this classmate of ours. I don't know. He had I don't know what he had, but also his body, he was like tiny and I think he had dwarfism as well. But he got really sick. And he was always sick. He was always fragile, and then he passed away. We all went to like his funeral, the whole class, and
that's different.
Ended up no, it's not. It's similar because like you're seeing places and whatnot. Like I still see the child's face even today. What his name? I forgot his name. I still see because we all had to like go and see his body in a casket because they said all of the kids have to get closure.
Oh, but like you guys were with him every day. Like
but
you saw him
if I didn't see him, I'd still be fine.
All the time.
I'd still be fine even if I don't see him. Like I'd still be fine. Even at home now, like Utoboa, I don't do it.
I don't do it because
I don't. And that boy's face still haunts me in that he was so tiny and he was in that box. Oh nah, man, they shouldn't do that to kids.
We were just teenagers. But I think I really think that it helps me make better decisions. It still does. Like I would see like those people who are sick and I would understand like the depth of like you being a teenager not understanding what relationships are and what they mean, and then you getting into situations like that, especially because you're from a poor community. No. Like for me it made sense.
Your dad did a number, so I didn't have to go see.
That wasn't that trauma for you. For me, it wasn't traumatizing. I was scared when we would go.
Legit get traumatized.
I was scared when we'd go to like a disability unit and would like play with the kids there and interact with them and stuff like that. I was scared because there'd be like ones why don't want like I was always scared of those ones. Don't do that.
But that's still traumatic.
To me, it makes sense. Like I would let my kids. I would let my kids go to a school.
No, I wouldn't, because I know I'm fragile.
I'm fragile too, but
I
still don't got AIDS because it's not funny, but like, you know, I feel like it really helps, man.
Don't do that to your kids, guys.
It teaches you a lot as a human being, and also how to.
Anyway, so let's because we've been saying we're wrapping this up, but we haven't. Yeah. So
there's a lot to
would
talk about. How do you wrap up?
Yeah, like there's a whole lot of things that I feel like we haven't touched it. Like this one memory I have when I came back from school and there was no food. And and the only thing that was there was pap, guys. And that was it. Like there was in the cupboard there was nothing else, nothing. Mohadi, I'm talking about before we got food parcels. I'm talking about before that.
No, that was the ghetto.
It was dry. It was dry, and there was just pap. And then I came back, and I had to go for but again, netball practice. And then I saw an onion. I was like, no, fry the onion. Fry the onion.
It's not funny.
I fried the onion, Makadine, and then ate quickly, and then I went to the thingy, the netball court. So this one girl, you know, when you play netball, there's no air personal space. So like, you know, you're playing and you're trying to pass the ball and the person is there like, hey! And then that girl was like, yo, chilling. I was just like, no, I was hurt. It hit somewhere because I was just like, like, why are you asking me about what I ate?
No, guys, never mind.
So there were times we would come back home and there was no food. This was before we would get food parcels and then look at her laughing at my trauma like it's nothing.
No, like this is me, guys. And this is my coping mechanism. I laugh at things, you know. I remember you come back and there's nothing to eat. And it's just literally like
pap and salt.
That's why. If you're lucky,
but that was a combo. That combo was a combo. That
no,
one,
today, no.
Not today, but like growing up when you don't have anything, that combo is a combo, guys. It is a combo. That pap and litswai, like pap, salt and tomato. I know how it still tastes. In my
because it's engraved in every part of you. That's poverty. How like
that's poverty. Yeah. But when if there's food I don't want, and at my house I always say this: I don't want marijuana.
No, cabbage. Let me see.
I don't want marijuana at my place. Speaking of cabbage, there was this one time we had cabbage for more than 3 months, probably 4 months or 5 months, because
dried cabbage.
Because no, there's a backstory, but we happened to have a lot of cabbages. Someone came. Yeah, my mom was selling cabbages, and then we had like a whole lot of cabbages. You know, sometimes people buy and then at some point they don't. So my mom cooked those cabbages, all of them, and then adi anea like moro, and I don't know what you guys call it. Put it by the sun to dry. You know, dry fruits and whatnot. But
we had cabbage. That sort of thing.
With cabbage, and it was sweet, guys.
It was always sweet. Have to come back and eat. It's why, like, I saw my friend the other day, and she was talking about how she likes cabbage. Like, oh, can you give me the cabbage? And then she cooked it.
I don't mind cabbage.
She cooked it. Like, immediately, like, when she was eating it, I was looking at her. And, like, when she was busy eating it, I felt like if I get a cabbage,
no, I know.
The good thing stands in that instant. Like, cabbage, me.
Yeah, no, that was the ghetto.
No way. Cabbage, I don't like jungle. Your mother. There was a point where we ate jungle oats for breakfast and like.
But lunch. It's that thing, yeah. Like my mom always would buy things that are necessary. Like if jungle oats, if you buy cornflakes for like 5 kids, you have to buy milk, and they're not even gonna finish the whole month. So you buy jungle oats. Smart woman, it lasts. You buy with Bigs. There was a time where I couldn't stomach with
Bigs because you did too much. That's literally me right now with jungle oats. I can have it like sometimes, and then
I don't have beef with jungle oats. I still there's certain foods that just reminds me of the ghetto of poverty that I went through, and I am not gonna have them at my house.
Shredded fish. Yeah, like stuff.
But that stuff was nice.
It was
I
nice,
don't eat fish now. I think it's also
because of that.
because my body, I think at some point was just like no.
Too much.
No. At some point I couldn't eat eggs. Poverty food is the ghetto because it.
Macanyanis is the ghetto.
People don't know what macanyanis is. It's literally when they mince different types of meat. And then like they put it together and they dry it.
Like cheap pork scrapes.
And then they dry it like the cabbage, like the fruits.
There's like too much salt in it.
And then they put salt. So when you just buy it, you just fry it a bit and you eat it. I hated that thing.
I still hate it.
I'd go to bed hungry. Like I would eat pap Iliviano.
There was a point that you were too check with your mother.
Yeah, you gag. You just have not for you, like not for me.
Not for me. No, but goat milk. You see, that's another thing. Goat milk. The smell is still stuck in my nose.
I don't even.
It smells like.
I don't like goat. I don't like sheep. I don't like meat.
Your grandmother would buy it. Anyway, like there was a point I lived with my grandmother in my car. She would buy goat milk. Like every time she bought it, like obviously like with and he don't, and I knew like yo, I'd get mad before they even bring it. And your grandmother hated it because I was picky and like and I like when I don't like something, I'm just like I'm not gonna eat this.
She was like, this child, where's your mother?
Papa was a little more guy. No rosa paid. I told her died. She would go on and on for years, but she loved me. Next thing she's making eggs for me, like because she had chickens, so she'd literally like steal an egg like once every week for me. But she didn't for the other kids, but she did for me
because you were named after her as well. So
yeah,
privileges.
I miss my grandma.
A shame. Yeah, so rest in peace. She really did play a big part in our lives.
She was funny. My grandma was funny.
She was very funny.
I could feel like me. Because of her.
Guys, we'll talk forever. Maybe we should do like a part 2. At this point, I think we should just wrap it up. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We'll see you in the next video. Do tell us in the comments below if you'd like a part 2. Don't laugh at our trauma.
No, you can laugh, guys. It's fine. Me, you can laugh. It's fine. There's this one particular story that Audrey doesn't want me to tell.
We don't have space anymore, and honestly, we don't have time anymore. Like people don't have data.
You still didn't want me to tell it anyway.
Firstly, it's a pandemic.
That is like the peak of poverty. What's something like that
guys
to you?
Thank you so much for watching. Maybe, just maybe, she can tell that story on the part 2. Tell us if you like this. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.